Good evening. If you're joining us live, it's starting 11 for Matchweek 11. There you go. We got 11. We got 11 squared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pretty amazing stuff. It only happens once a year. Snark here, guys. Joined, of course, by Fares Muthana. Fares, how are you, pal?
I'm doing good, Rob. I'm doing good. A little disappointed, but I'm doing good overall.
You have reasons to be disappointed in your squad. We're going to get to that in a minute. Uh, I thought I was going to have reasons to be disappointed in my squad. The first 4 or 5 minutes, Chelsea versus Wolves. Not terrific. More of the same from Chelsea, trying to figure out how to defeat the low block. And to be fair, Wolves never tried to put any offense in at all. They
Mm-hmm.
just dropped everybody into the box. But one thing you can say when they dropped into the box, they looked organized. It was the only time they looked organized. Was when they were sitting waiting, just taking out passes. Chelsea trying to lob the ball in there on crosses, trying to get people to it. Wasn't working. So, switch to the second half, and it's Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho. Finding and do well, I guess I could just say something about Garnacho here. He does something that nobody in the Premier League has ever done before, Ferris.
Okay, Rob, hit me.
He assists a goal to Malo Gusto. Gusto scores his first Chelsea goal after 98 matches. Ferris.
Let's Rob. Your tone. You should be excited for him. It's like
I
finally,
was
man. It's a
sure,
euphoric feeling.
sure.
But you
It's a
don't. You
monkey
don't
off the
sound
back for sure.
excited.
It's a
You don't
monkey off the
sound
back.
excited. You don't sound
98
excited.
matches. He was not a goalkeeper, guys. Not a goalkeeper.
Go
Not a
scorer.
goalkeeper, and no, now he's a goal scorer. He spent 98 matches as usually as a right
When did it
back.
be? When did it become? When did it become a thing for defenders to score goals? It's not their
I don't know,
job.
in the 1960s.
It's not their job. It's never been their job.
He plays the same position as Reece James. Reece James has no problem finding the goal.
Well, okay, fine, but
Plus, they play him sometimes further upfield than even Reece James was doing.
so you basically play two wingers, is what you're telling me?
That's what Chelsea always does.
Okay, then Malagusto sucks then.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he hasn't been great,
Yeah.
but he gets the goal here. Turns out to be
Hey,
all
Adelia,
he
don't
does
worry.
now. Hello, Adelia.
He's,
Turns out the
he's
only thing he does is score match winners. So that's all Chelsea we're gonna
mhm.
need in this thing. Now, Liam Delap played this match. Started.
I thought he was suspended.
He was suspended for the last match. He
Yes.
wasn't suspended for this one. He might as well have been. He was. He wasn't noticeable, but he worked 64 minutes, I believe. It was the
Mhm.
longest period he had in the league so far this season. Within minutes, no, within a minute of being substituted out for Esteval Willian. Willian takes the ball into the box, takes on two guys, defeats them, crosses the ball in, takes a deflection on his way to Joao Pedro, who scores a goal that had been coming. He's had some good chances. He's now scored back-to-back games.
So,
Good for
so
Joao
what you're telling
Pedro.
me, Esteval and Joao Pedro are definitely better than Liam Delap.
Well, Liam Delap's had 64 minutes. Joao Pedro, much more. Esteval Willian may be
The
on
best
his
out of
way to
all of them.
becoming something quite special in the league, seeing how he only seems to play 30 minutes at a time and just seems to dominate for the entire deal.
Actually, if we're gonna admit, we don't really follow South American soccer like that or the Braziliao.
Hmm.
Esteval was on the same team as Endrick. Endrick was getting all the pub in the highlight because of the Real Madrid connections,
Sure.
right? But Esteval was on that same Palmeiras team. A lot of people in Brazilian media are saying like, yeah, we like Endrick and he's probably, he's damn good. He's a good youngster, but there's this Esteval kid.
Yeah.
There's this Esteval kid. But also, too, speaking of South American soccer, there was also another South American who Chelsea also bought, but he's not Brazilian. Believe he's Ecuadorian. Is he Ecuadorian? Kendrick Baez. He's
Hmm.
the 16-year-old that started for the Ecuadorian national team. He's
Special.
bas- he's basically their offense
Yeah.
at 16. It's him and Ender Valencia. That's it. A 41-year-old and a 16-year-old. The spectrum of age of the offense of Ecuador is right then and there. The present and past plus the future with that great defensive back line that they have. But yeah, man. So you bought two of them, and Kendrick Paez.
They were doing their business in South America
Yeah,
over the last couple of years and
yes,
changing the look of the squad for sure. And not just going after the top English guys available. They stopped that pretty quick and said, "Well, we're an international club. We can go get the best guys from
yeah,
any country
and
they need."
and honestly, the English youth system is kind of barren. How many are panning out? You know what I mean? You know, like your
Yeah,
youth academy. It used to be pretty damn good.
yeah, we use it now to buy all these other kids.
Exactly. So I don't know. So we'll see.
And to say it used to be pretty good, it's still the same kind of deal. Like Chelsea always just raised raised the chickens to send them off to slaughter. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they were good at getting the talent, like Gahey, Declan Rice. Like they were good at discovering the talent. They raised it up, sold it off for what they thought was going to be a good price. Sometimes it works out where they get an amazing price on it. See Mount, Mason,
Mm-hmm.
where we fleeced United out of that. Sometimes though, they
Or
look pretty good.
you sign a youngster like some kid named Kevin De Bruyne and Mo Salah, and you're like, yeah, all right, get out of here,
Thank you,
Jose
special one.
Mourinho.
Thank you to the special one. Yeah, Chelsea also famously known for not having the most patience, except for
Mm-hmm.
like there's guys like Lamps, guys like Terry. That's all he's ever known was Chelsea. Uh,
Lamps, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
Frank Lampard.
Yeah, no, you literally took him from West Ham.
Yeah, well, no. When you say patience, they took him from West Ham, and then they held on to him for 15 years. They
Yeah,
didn't try and get rid of him and stuff.
yeah,
It's
because
not like
because when he was at Rob,
we
it's
didn't
because when he
bring
was at West Ham.
Salah and De Bruyne in as
No, well, you
youngsters.
didn't have to be patient with Frank Lampard because he was pretty damn good at West Ham. That's why you
He
bought
was
him.
only in his second year.
Oh man,
He
he was
was
there for
young. I
he
thought it
was
was
there for
pretty young.
he was there for a
He
couple of
wasn't like
years.
10. He wasn't like his 24-year-old season or something like that.
I think he was there for like 3 years, wasn't he? But didn't he start at 18?
Maybe.
He was there
Yeah.
at like he was
And they
because he
kept
was
thinking that his like it
yeah,
was his
Rob. He was there
the
for
coach was his dad.
Rob.
Well, he
He
was
was
in
there
his
for
youth
6 years,
system.
Rob.
In the youth system.
No, he was there for 6 years, from
How
95 to 2001.
he wasn't
He has 24
24
goals
years old.
Rob. He had
24 years. Was he
148.
24 years old when he
He
went to
had
Chelsea?
148 appearances.
Because he plays until 2016.
No, with you, 2014.
2000, yeah, okay, 2014, but he plays another year and a bit with City.
City, and then New York City FC,
Right.
the sister club.
So that's 16 years. He wasn't like he was 40 years old when he retired.
Yeah, he was.
That's incredible.
I think he was. Rob, he's pretty old. Well, he's 47. He's not that old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
4
had
years younger than me.
148 appearances for West Ham.
Yeah. As a kid.
Well, yeah, so he left West Ham at 22.
Yeah, but he's a
You
kid.
bought him at 23.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, he's 22 years old.
Yeah, but he was he started at 17 like most young kids. He had a
But this is coming in a day when it's rare that
yeah, exactly,
anybody's that age. Like
because he was
Wayne
special.
Rooney was 16 when he
Exactly,
goes on
at
for Man
Everton.
United, but that's rare.
No. He was 16 at Everton.
Yeah. Well, sorry. When he scores for United, wasn't he 16? Didn't they say,
No.
ladies and gentlemen, introducing 16-year-old Wayne Rooney?
At Everton.
Was it
Yes.
Everton that he's
He was
doing
at
that?
Everton. He's an Everton youth product.
Yeah, I knew he was there. I know that was his boyhood club, but
So, yeah,
I
so
didn't know
at-
that he actually
so-
scored for them in the league.
So he was 18 for United.
18
He
years.
was 18.
Okay.
Yeah, he was 18.
Yeah.
He was at Everton for 2 years. He had 33 and 34 appearances or match plays. Frank Lampard, his first year when he was 17, he had 2 matches, which, of course, and then bumped up to 13 at 18.
Yeah.
And then from the next 3 years, 31, 38, 34.
And I know
So
that
it wasn't. It
they were
wasn't.
going on the coach for bringing him in because he was a little chubby boy.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't like he wasn't like some like like oh this kid didn't have a lot of matches underneath his belt. He had over 90 matches prior to his arrival to Chelsea.
Yeah, they had 90 appearances.
Yeah,
To
90.
say
Yeah,
matches,
exactly.
to say him starting all those matches,
Oh
I
well,
think
okay.
it's a
The
little credit.
starts. So 3 starts when he's 18. 27. The year it was 31 matches. He
Mhm.
started 38 matches out of 38 in
Jeez.
his age 20 season, and then 34 out of 34 in his 21-year season, and then 30 out of 30 right before Chelsea bought him.
Right, so he's like on par with like Cole Palmer. What Cole Palmer's doing before he got hurt. Because Cole Palmer's only around that
No,
age.
but you bought Cole Palmer,
At
but he was like
18?
a bench warmer.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
he was a
no.
guy. He was a guy that would go on for tournaments and stuff like that.
Or like oh we've already qualified in Champions League. Let him play the fourth match
Well,
or the
that's the
third
reason
match.
why Palmer was okay to go because
Yeah,
he couldn't get any
he
minutes
wanted to play.
under Pep.
Yeah, he wanted to
It's not
play.
like he couldn't get minutes in West Ham for Lamps.
Yeah. Also, two people have accused because I think I think not Jamie Redknapp. Is it Jamie? No, Harry Redknapp was his uncle,
Yeah, yeah,
and he
that's what I
played
was
him.
saying.
Yeah.
He was like
Well,
family
you know
already.
what? You know what? His uncle's right. He's better than you. That's why I played him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
West Ham ate that for 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to talk more about Lamps.
Yeah, 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 sure. Why not? You know what? Out of all the Chelsea legends, I quite enjoy him. Well, every time he's being interviewed or he's talking, he doesn't come off as like because he just because he's just him, and he's just
Sure.
he's very kind of real. I just like the guy.
Yeah, he's a
I
good guy.
don't he just I don't because like every time a Man United legend speaks, I just like get irritated where I'm just like you're a good player,
Like
right?
Gary Neville? Like Gary Neville?
No, Roy, Gary, Paul, all
Roy
of
Keane
them.
is different. Roy
No,
Keane
no,
is
because
different.
no, because
He's
it
never
always
changed.
no, because it's always with me. It's like because I'm like you're talented.
Yeah.
You're talented. Your team was talented back in the day. Why did you have to cheat?
Well,
You know
they
what I
didn't
mean?
cheat. To be fair, they didn't cheat. Well, they cheated, but it wasn't them doing the cheating. It was
I'm not accepting that, Rob, because the players knew. Players
they.
know.
Yeah, what are they going to go
Players
tell?
know.
Who are they
Yeah,
going to
Pele.
tell? The league?
Exactly.
They're going to tell
Exactly.
the league, "Hey, quit helping us cheat."
Exactly. Like, no, they knew.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I look at Gigi and Alessandro Del Piero a little different. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? I'm like, you knew. You knew.
They knew.
Like, you knew when you're like, oh, I could commit assault on Ashley Cole and get away with it. Or I can stomp out who's your Jose Antonio Reyes in his foot and his knee and not get a card, not even get a foul. They knew.
Yeah.
And then like every time they speak, I'm like, because I'm like, they had talent. I'm not saying those Man United teams didn't have talent. They had a bunch of talent. It is
Sure.
always like, why did you have to cheat? Like, why? It sickens me. Exactly. I'll give them 99. 99, they're the best. I rewatched that Ryan Giggs goal in the FA Cup. Arsenal gave him that goal. The way he
Hmm.
just he didn't even do a dribble move, Rob. He just ran straight.
Sure.
And Tony Adams let him run by him. And I'm like, yeah, you deserve to lose that match. That was horrible defending. It's horrible defending.
Was that
I'll give
match
him
in
90.
color? Was that match in color?
Yeah. Shout out to Tony Adams, by the way. Love you, Tony. Love you.
Well, let's see. Back to the
Yes.
match.
Yes, back to the match.
Clean sheet for Robert Sanchez. Chelsea beat the worst team
You're
in the league.
supposed to.
They save face for that after that not particularly great first half. They look much better in second. That third goal, Garnacho reached 34 kilometers an hour with the ball at his feet. It's pretty
Pretty good,
fast.
man. It's pretty
Pretty
good.
fast. And it's a nice crossover to Pedro Neto, who couldn't, no matter how hard he tried, blow it. So, yeah, 3-0. It's about what the
If that was Nicholas
scoreline should
Jackson,
have been.
if that was Nicholas Jackson, he would have
It's
for sure
over.
blown it.
It's over the net.
He was
It's
over the
the
net.
net.
Just put your foot. Just put your foot
Yep.
there. All
All you
Pedro
have to
had to
do
do
is
is just
keep it
put your
down.
foot.
Yeah,
Put
don't
your
move your
foot.
foot. Yeah, I will do
Yeah.
this for you. You will get the credit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice moment on the bench
Mm-hmm.
after the goal, too. I was watching it, and Kid was over. and says to me, "Are those two going to kiss?" I said, "They might." They're having a nice moment on the bench there together after the goal. So, clean sheet for Robert Sanchez.
You're a kid, an idiot.
Chelsea's going to finish the week in the top three after not a great start. That's all you can ask
Mm-hmm.
on the team
Yeah,
so far. No
sounds
problem
good.
with that. Speaking of that top of the table, there was a mighty matchup.
2.
Yeah, well, starting off with the actual top of the table,
Yes.
We got Sunderland and Arsenal at the Stadium of Light, Ferris, and it's the home side taking a 37th minute lead. Dan
Yep.
Ballard, how happy were you to see the old Arsenal Academy
I was
kid
not very happy. No.
playing as a
What a
striker,
goal! What a goal, man!
midfielder playing as a striker? He scores. That's his
What a goal!
second of the campaign,
Yeah.
and it's off a set piece too, laying out of the Arsenal
Was it?
playbook here.
I don't think it was.
It
Was
was
it?
it's from a free kick and it goes to one guy and then comes over
Oh
the
yeah. Then it bounces. Yeah, and it bounces around. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Arsenal has 70% of the ball in the first half. This was against the run of play.
Mm-hmm.
That first goal only had 2 shots on for Arsenal though. They had to do better. They had to clean it up. Sunderland scoring on their only attempt
Shot.
on target on that
Yeah.
one. Second half is going to change. 54th minute. Declan Rice. Nice little job to nick the ball just ahead of the box. Eventually, it's going to get to Saka. It's a lovely low strike.
With his weak
Hard
foot.
hit.
Weak foot near post.
To the near post. To the near post is a thing. He just handcuffs the keeper.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 54th minute equalizer. It's going to be followed by maybe even a better goal.
Oh, 110%.
Yeah, that's 20 minutes later. It's Leo Trossard taking the ball, top of the box, absolutely hammering it under the ball again, short side. As the keeper just couldn't do anything, even if he was standing on a ladder. There's no way he was going to be able to take it. Arsenal take that lead, 70th minute, but Arsenal starts using the black magic after this, and this doesn't look good. They are flopping. They are doing anything for whistles. I have no idea how Raya doesn't get a yellow card for time wasting.
He's
spending 25 seconds over the ball every time. Any little thing that comes over, he's holding his hand for 15 seconds, shaking it out, moving the ball, taking another 15 seconds. Like, how are you getting away with this? This is bananas. Now, Arsenal's had a few times where maybe they've gotten yellow cards when they didn't deserve it. I get it. Maybe it's the whole thing becoming a wash. Yeah, it becomes a wash after a bit. But this flopping and blowing's got to stop. Well, you're a first place team. You don't need to do this.
Thank you. Right there, Rob. Thank you right there. I tweeted out the game. You get a second goal, and then you start defending like you're a relegation club.
Yeah.
They were
terrified of letting a goal in, and then that's what was going to happen.
The last 15 minutes, Sunderland had the ball the entire time. They gave them the ball, and they were like, we're going to defend. But you don't understand it. Like, every great defense is a great defense, but something will happen. You will give up a goal somehow, some way, something crazy. That Brian Robbie goal was amazing.
And it happens in the 4th minute of extra time.
Yes.
And go on. I want to hear what you have to say about it.
He overpowers Gabriel. Basically bullies him. Gabriel, people were like, oh, he fouled Gabriel. No, he didn't. Gabriel's grabbing him. They're both grabbing each other. The ref let it go. And he just as they're fighting, Gabriel then flies. He flops. He tries to fly to the ground. He should have stood up Robbie. He should have stood him up, and they should have then, because it would have been, they wouldn't have called the penalty because he's grabbing him, and you're both grabbing each other. The ref's not going to be like, oh, it's a penalty, because he wouldn't have called it.
Robbie
you got overpowered.
Robbie puts his hands on Gabriel like this.
Yes.
Gabriel grabs the back of his shirt and doesn't let go the entire way through the rest of it. Not only that, when he grabs Robbie, starts bringing him down, he's the one that takes Raya out, not Robbie. Robbie doesn't make contact with anybody when he makes that half scissors kick.
Great goal.
Goes in, and Gabriel goes up complaining for a
Yeah,
foul.
no, there wasn't a
What are you
foul.
doing? What are you
No, because here's the thing,
doing?
Rob. Here's the thing, Rob. You scored 2 goals off of your pressure,
Yeah.
and then you stopped pressuring.
Yep.
You had them on the back foot. Get a third goal. Get a third goal. That's the difference between championship and second place. Get a third goal.
Yeah.
It should have been, honestly, because some of the strikes, Rob.
Sunderland doesn't give up. Doesn't give up.
No,
Like
they
Chelsea's
don't.
know that Chelsea scored that goal, and then they sit back. Sunderland scores. They keep sitting back. Sunderland's going to score. And it was terrible.
And they're at
on
home.
Chelsea. Yeah, and that's the Chelsea's sitting back on
No.
that last
them,
goal. Just
this
watching.
time they were at
yeah.
home. So like this time they're at home at the Bridge. That was a little shocking because you're at home and you gave up that. That was a little crazy. But they're at home. They have their fans behind them. I don't know what the hell's going on in the Northeast. But every time Arsenal goes up to the Northeast, nothing good happens. Nothing good happens. We lose at Newcastle. We lose at Newcastle more than we win.
Come up to Sunderland. There's nothing good that ever happens here.
Like the only good thing is the game. Like everyone's at the game. The entire town shut down for the game. Good for them. I shout out to Sunderland. Go get a third goal. Shut the door. That's what you do. That's what you did against West Ham. You scored one. They scored a goal. Then you scored one. Then you scored a second goal. And then guess what you did? You scored a third one. Then you scored a fourth one. Then you scored a fifth one. On the road at West Ham 2 years ago. That's what you're supposed to do.
West Ham.
Yeah, I know it's West Ham. Sunderland's a little bit better. But also, too, Victor Gyökeres doesn't play today. Didn't play that game. So the center backs were like, it's Mikel Merino. I ain't scared. It's Mikel Merino. I like Mikel Merino. I'm never going to slander him because of what he's done for us. But the center backs are not scared of a center midfielder playing the 9.
Isn't Mourinho, isn't he involved in that? There's that play at the death where Arsenal had a great chance to score, but Ballard sticks his boot out to deflect it over the net.
Two good shots. The cross comes in, Calafiori heads it, and then the goalie makes a great play on it. Yeah. Then I think it's Gabriel, not Mourinho.
Maybe.
Let me double check. Yeah, no, it is Mourinho. Yeah, it's Mourinho.
Yeah.
But here's the thing too, Rob. Arsenal had a lot of chances. Zubamendi hit the post 3 times.
Sure.
Eze kicked it right to the goalkeeper twice. In a sense, if they
classic Eze.
Yeah, and in a sense, if they finish those chances, if Zubamendi's shot is a little bit lower and it goes in, the game should have been 3-1, 4-1. But it didn't, because this is soccer. You know, you created good chances. You need to finish your chances. Creating and finishing are different. I created a chance. I got to finish that chance. I created a chance for my teammate. He has to finish it. You need to finish it. You pressured them. You got 2 goals out of it, and then you sat back, fat and happy. No, put them on the back foot. Get a third goal. Because having to score 2 goals in extra time, it's not improbable, but it's harder than to score 1 goal for an equalizer. Mm-hmm. Get a third goal. That's how you win leagues. You get that third goal, especially in that was loser behavior at the end. You get that third goal.
Yep.
Declan Rice was getting the balls. He won duels. He snatched the balls away from their midfield.
He was the best player on your team.
Exactly.
I think there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Exactly. And you sat back and you were like, all 2-1's fine. The scariest lead in all of soccer, Rob, is a 2-1 lead.
Sure.
So all you need is 1 goal.
Yep. Changes everything.
Yeah.
So Arsenal's still gonna stay on top. Sunderland going to stay top 4.
Yes, they are. They're 4th.
Not going to be 3rd. They're going to drop a spot, but pick up a valuable, like an incredibly valuable point for them for sure. Sunderland, of course, scoring on their only 2 shots on target. Yep. Also, become the first team to score 2 times against Arsenal all season.
Yes.
Is it going to
Hey
ruin
man,
their run for 15? Their run for 15, I think, is over.
we're at. Oh no,
Over.
yeah, well, no, it's not, Rob. I think we're only at 5. So calm down. All
It's
right,
done. No chance.
we'll see.
All right.
John Terry was really nice in an interview, which I don't like because I don't something about that guy. He's shifty.
He's a winner.
Yeah, whatever.
Champion.
Yeah,
Multiple. Now,
I'll ask Anton Ferdinand what's his opinions on him.
he's not a great teammate. All right.
Not a great person. True teammate person. Continue, Rob.
He was the captain, but All
Yeah.
right. We're moving on to. Uh, would you say this is your favorite squad in North London? Tottenham Hotspurs.
Big fan.
Yeah, big fan. I'm sure. Manchester United. There's only one shot on goal the entire first half because it's Spurs versus Manchester United, and it's Brian Mbumo getting a first half goal in the 32nd minute. The fun happens in this match late.
In the
Everything's
90th minute.
it's gonna come late. Remember when Matisse Till was gonna be a big signing? There's lots of interest in Matisse Till. Well,
Who?
that's yeah, exactly. He was that German.
Delict.
No. Matthias Tell.
Oh, Matthias Tell. Yeah. No, he's
Or
French.
actually, maybe
He's French.
I'm
He-
thinking
he-
coming from the
Yeah,
German league. I always do that.
He was one of Bayern Munich's. He's one of Bayern Munich's youth kids.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he
yeah,
comes
yeah.
over. There was a bit of a bidding war maybe to get him.
There wasn't.
Spurs,
There wasn't.
Well,
There
Chelsea
wasn't a
was in
bidding
there.
war.
Chelsea was in there.
Chelsea's
Maybe
in
they're
everybody. Chelsea's
inflating the
in with
price.
everybody, Rob. It's not a bidding war when Chelsea's with everyone.
That's true. Well, they didn't get him.
Big fan of watching Spurs lose, maybe? LOL? Nah,
Sure.
unfortunately.
Well, yeah. Then you're a little disappointed in this one because
Yes.
spoiler, but he equalizes. It's a nice little move, a little spin and a kick. Puts it just underneath the bar, ties it up. 91st minute. Odebear shoots from outside the box. It's going to glance off Richarlison's head and into the net. Now, they kept showing into the box. James Maddison, of course, not playing, injured.
Yep.
Very excited for both these goals. He's sitting with a British YouTuber named Angry Ginge.
Yeah, Angry James, yeah. I think Angry. Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting in his face a little bit, he's excited for his team and stuff like that. Sure, great.
Angry Ginger apparently, I think he's a Manchester United fan. I think he's a Manchester United.
He is certainly a Manchester United fan because he, in the 6 minutes of extra, and you were talking about De Ligt, and guys, you forget play in the Premier League, but Matthias De Ligt heads in Bruno Fernandez's corner to make the final level. Maddison not so keen on having a camera shoved in his face as Angry Ginge turns the tables on him. Of course, James Maddison actually plays in this league. Angry Ginge plays FIFA for a living. It's a good FIFA. Anyways, Spurs are going to end the week 5th. United 7th. All right. Not the best. Not the best. Now, Everton and Fulham. Toffees didn't have much trouble down there at Hilton Road Stadium. After a couple of early goals,
we got a comment, Rob. Shout out to Charles87-S1C at Fares at Rob. Good to see you. Do you follow La Liga, Serie A, or only Premier League? How would you rate Premier League refs versus them as well as a UCL team? I'm kind of tired of following a league where refs decide our items. I follow some Serie A because we have a lot of Americans in it, and I'm also I have a special place in my heart for AC Milan. But yeah, I do follow them on occasion. La Liga, it's a 3-team league, unfortunately, and sometimes you get that special moment of Girona one year. But overall, it's only 3 teams that matter. I only watch
the big matches. I watch and stuff like that. I like to watch the big matches.
But apparently, I believe 65, 70 million. This is what ESPN said. So take it with a grain of salt. They said 65 to 70 million people watched El Clasico 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And, Real Madrid won. I do definitely watch El Clasico. I do watch the Madrid derby. I occasionally pop in on Sevilla and Villarreal sometimes. Valencia has completely
Okay.
fallen off the map because Gary Neville's friend is a horrible owner. Um, but yeah, Betis with Hector Bellerin. I've watched the occasional. Syria, I watched definitely. Napoli with Antonio Conte, and AC Milan with Christian Pulisic, and Juventus with Weston McKennie. I watched them on occasion every
Thought
year.
you were just
Weston
gonna
McKennie.
name more Chelsea guys.
Yeah, and then yeah, and I definitely watch Premier League. I've watched some. Do you watch some Ligue 1,
That's
Rob?
what I don't watch any of the other ones. I'll watch some Liga. I'll watch Strasbourg play.
Strasbourg, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
your youth, your feeder team. That's true.
yeah. I'll watch the farm team.
Yeah, I've
See how they're
watched
doing.
I've watched I watched Tim Weah at Marseille on
Yeah.
occasion. And then that league is unfortunately on a global scale, not to hardcore soccer people, but on a global scale, is a one team league. But if you know the history of Ligue 1, basically Ligue 1 feeds them in Germany feed the rest of Europe, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what they do. And in a certain area, Marseille, Lyon, PSG.
Hmm.
Those are big brands. Americans may not think it is, but those are massive brands.
I
And
enjoy I enjoy watching League on quite a bit. I like I get to see the Chelsea kids coming up. Amiga, they got Penders playing in goal and stuff like that.
Paez, like we
Yeah,
talked
I
about.
remember. Yeah, and CISO's there. So I watched this. I think it's fine. I'm not so invested in it that
Mhm.
I'm just not filled with hate and rage for 90 minutes. I can actually
Mhm.
enjoy the match and I can enjoy the
Yeah,
football while it's going on. So yeah, that's why I enjoy watching Liga. But
and
I
we
don't.
do
I just
watch.
don't have any emotional investment in
Yeah,
Italy or
it's
Spain or
it's
Germany.
a lot of leagues too,
I
right? Like,
wish I could. I wish I could watch more. I'd love to watch Hammerby. They're good people there.
hmm
But yeah, that's yeah,
I shot Jonathan David, your star player, plays
sure.
for Juventus.
Maybe not for long.
Definitely not for long because he don't be
Nope.
playing at all nowadays.
He's going to be
Uh
going to the probably Premier League, but he's going to be on the bench for somebody.
yeah, yeah. He was really good in at Lille, but makes sense why no one
Yep.
bought him
Again.
at Lille because Lille doesn't keep their good players. People buy people buy from Lille all the time, and he stayed there for 6 years. He left at the age of 26, 6, 7.
Yep.
That's what you like. That's how the other teams and the other leagues didn't rate him because when a Lille kid comes up and they're like, "Oh, that kid's pretty good," he's gone. He's gone.
Hmm.
Eden Hazard spent 4 years at Lille because he was there when he was 18, but boom, he was out. Victor Osimhen gone. You know what I mean? Like they leave right away. Unfortunately, Jonathan David waited till he was in his mid 20s, which is kind of a bad sign for Lille players.
That's probably a lot to do with his management and stuff too. I think he was just comfortable also in
At
a
Lille,
French speaking country.
yeah, I
You
like
know what I
Lille.
mean?
Lille's cool, even though he's from New York, but
Yeah. Pretty sure it's a maple leaf in the front of his chest. So he runs around and
he's not
international
from New
break.
York. He's from
Now
Toronto.
back to Everton
Yes.
taking on taking on Fulham. So we have to
Thank you,
get through
Charles,
a
for the
couple of these.
question.
Yeah, thanks. And as far as the Premier League refs go, yeah, they're
They
awful
suck.
terrible.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
awful, and that's why.
among
That's why.
among the worst of all time, and maybe the most corrupt,
Yeah.
besides
Oh,
NBA
absolutely.
basketball refs.
No, absolutely, man. Howard Webb is a disciple from Mike Riley, and Mike
Ugh.
Riley is the most corrupt ref ever. One of the most corrupt. He literally, there's video evidence of Mike Riley cheating.
Yeah,
There's video evidence of it. And if you cheated once, you've definitely cheated more than once. That's all I gotta say. That's my rule.
yeah,
That's how
they're
they
all bad.
caught
They're all
Juventus. They
terrible.
caught them. They caught them once, and they found out they've been doing it for 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
terrible.
So yeah, shout out to the Toffees, my favorite Liverpool team. Shout out to them.
Gotta
Love,
love a team with
I love
drunk
Everton.
tank as your symbol.
Hmm
It's they they dominated. Fulham really wasn't that into the match at all ever. Couple of early goals called offside. It's Idrissa Gay scoring for 4 minutes into the first half stoppages to get Toffees on the plus side, and then it's just awful defending by the Cottagers in front of goal. They're just. It looked like if you're playing FIFA on rookie level, just nobody
Mhm.
wanted to clear the ball. They're just
Yeah.
standing around watching, bumping into each other. 81st minute, Keenan Dewsbury Hall's corner. Michael Keane puts a noggin to it to finalize the score 2-0. Great move by KDH to go to Everton from Chelsea. Getting the minutes. He's producing. Yeah,
Mhm.
best thing he could have done. And, he can consider himself a world champion at the
Didn't
same
he?
time.
Didn't he? Wasn't he at Ipswich?
Nope. He was a world champion with Chelsea this summer for going
Nah,
over.
he was at Ipswich, wasn't he?
Nope. First, he was with. At first, he was with Leicester, with
Oh yeah, he was. I'm thinking of
Maresca.
Omari. I'm thinking of Omari Hutchinson.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
talk about
that's right.
him in a minute
Okay.
because he's got a new team too, or a different team. West Ham has been terrible this year, but you got
They
Sean.
beat Burnley.
They got Santos in here now. His Hammers win a very entertaining match, bringing
Mm-hmm.
West Ham level with Burnley on points, but I think they're two back in goal differential.
Mm-hmm.
Still in the drop zone though, in
Yeah, they were
18th,
18th.
but
Yeah, they're
yeah,
18th.
but you can see they're
They're coming up.
their
They're
graph
coming
is
up.
going
Yeah.
like this a little bit. It's Sign Fleming getting the Burnley boys on the board first. Had Sky Blues because these two basically wear the same kit. It's
Yes.
ridiculous. Stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, it's his third goal of the year. Callum Wilson is going to equalize before halftime. Thomas Suchek, I believe that's
I
2 goals
believe.
in 2 games for him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a deflection. It goes off of Martin Dubravka's fingertips from a shot and drops to him. It's not great, but then Walker Peters kind of does the same thing. Another shot that just gets dropped
Mm-hmm.
by Dubravka, and he puts it in to make it 3-1. Josh Cullen makes the scoreline a little more interesting in the 87th minute. Again, keeper just
Bad goal.
misplaced the ball.
It was just bad goal. Just
It's
bad
just bad.
goalkeeping.
That was not great goalkeeping, but it made for an exciting finish. 3-2 for West Ham,
Mm-hmm.
and good for Nuno, who's maybe getting these guys going. I still hope they drop. You know what I mean? Hate the Hammers.
He's a very good stabilizing force.
Sure.
He stabilizes teams, and I really wanted them to get your Champions League last year, and I don't know what happened towards the end where they completely fell apart. But he's always been a good stabilizer. He kept Wolves up in the league for many years,
Sure.
and then they fired him and replaced him with Gary O'Neill, I think, and he
Mm-hmm.
kept them there. And then they fired Gary O'Neill, and then now look what Wolves is now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Gary O'Neill approached to rejoin
He passed.
Wolves. He politely said, "Are you kidding me?" Like,
He'd rather go play. He'd rather go coach in the championship with Southampton.
ridiculous. Speaking of Wolves, I didn't mention this after the Chelsea match. They named Rob Edwards the coach of Wolves. Finally, they're going to be paying Middlesbrough some money for him. The
Ah,
Middlesbrough folks not happy.
Rob
Not
Edwards,
happy.
isn't he? Rob Edwards was the Luton Town manager, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and look where Luton Town is. Eesh.
Yep. Not great. Not great. But championship side. I wonder how
No,
it's
Luton Town. No, no, not anymore.
Have you dropped again?
They're a League One team now.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Villa taking on Bournemouth. Maybe. Well, it's definitely the worst performance by a cherry squad so far this season. It looks like maybe Unai Emery have his squad back on track after an auspicious beginning of the season. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? They're getting back in the goals. Finally, getting some scoring done. Now they're going to be sixth after the week, which is pretty impressive.
Pretty
Uh,
impressive.
when Dia opens the scoring, it's it's a lovely. I don't know how else to say it. Free kick, the knuckleball. He shoots a knuckleball, gets to height, gets some spin on it. That thing's going to
Mm-hmm.
drop. Perfect free kicker over the wall. Amadou Onana gets his first of the year, just outside the
My name
box.
ain't Andre. My name ain't Andre.
Yeah, that's right. He was Amadou Onana. Ross Barkley
What a
back.
goal.
It was nice to see him still plying his trade in the league. And Daniel Mel also scoring for Villa.
Former
Bournemouth,
Arsenal youth kid.
Bournemouth's going to drop to ninth. Uh, I guess people have figured out if you stop Semenyo, you stop them. Now
Pretty much.
he did have a penalty stopped by Emmy Martinez. Uh, so yeah, not the only penalty that got stopped this week.
Hey man, it was crazy, man. Imagine the two managers the last couple years that people were like, if you want a manager to lead your team, if you're a big club, I've kind of been struggling this year. Idania Areola and Marco Silva. The
Yeah,
the roses are the roses are starting to smell a little funky.
there's talk now about Marco Silva. There's talk about we'll be talking about Leeds in a little bit,
Yeah,
but they're
Daniel
talking about Daniel Farka.
Farka.
Yeah, I want to say Farka, just because if I say Fark too
Uh-huh.
often, I'm gonna mispronounce. You know what
You
I
gonna say
mean?
you gonna say
It
fart?
will. No,
Oh.
no. I will mispronounce it. Maybe on purpose. Maybe I'll mispronounce it on purpose. Now,
Hmm.
Brentford takes on Newcastle. Newcastle, not impressive so far this season. They have impressive moments. But again, a loss here, 3-1 to the Bees. Dan Burns has two potential penalties against him. The first one, VAR goes to check. Now, it wasn't called a penalty. VAR did a check again, and they determined. The announcer said, "Oh, the VAR thinks there may have been a slight touch, but not enough for a penalty." There's no way he touched him at all. That's ridiculous. It was a complete and total dive by Wadu. They should have docked. They should have put a yellow
It should have been
card
a yellow
for
card
him.
on Wadu.
Yeah, on the play. Of course, VAR can't do it for a yellow card.
Hmm.
And then the second time doesn't come much longer after that. And again, to me, it looks like a dive. The announcer saying, "Oh, this time there's plenty of contact." And I said, "Was there? I don't think. I don't think he touched him again at all."
Punishment for stealing Johan Wisa.
I guess Watara gets the benefit of the doubt on that one. Igor Thiago goes to the spot to convert it to make it 2-1. At that point, he's going to score again late in the match to make it 3-1. I believe Igor Thiago is now the second leading scorer in the league through 11 matches, which is bananas. Which is bananas.
Yeah. Okay,
Eight goals for
it's a
eight
different
goals.
it's a different Igor. There's two Igors in the
Yeah,
league, and they're both Brazilian.
there you go. They like their Russian names for some
Yeah,
reason.
Igor Thiago and Igor Jesus. I think Igor Jesus is at Nottingham Forest. He was a
Yeah,
part of the trio that was bought from what team was it? What team was it? It was the team that won the league. That they also they won the league, but they also blew the league in a historical fashion. They're owned by now they're owned by John Texter. What's the name?
I can't remember, and
I
I
can't
won't
remember.
ever remember because I'm too busy thinking about the fun I had watching Palace and Brighton.
Yeah, so much
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, no score, don't care. Won't talk about them. Palace,
Botafogo.
yeah,
That was the team.
sounds like a swear word.
Yeah,
Now, Palace is 10, Brighton's 11th. This is as mid as it gets. A no
yeah.
score match
It's the
between the
straight
10th
up
and
mid,
11th team.
just straight up mid. No,
Oof.
bro, because both of these teams, right,
Mhm.
on any given Saturday or even like a Wednesday on a short week,
Sure.
they'll upset a team that they shouldn't have beat. You know, I remember a couple years ago, Brighton beat Man City. They beat them. They beat them 3-1. And you're like, oh my God, look at Brighton. They finally turned the corner. And at the end of the year, they finished eighth.
Yeah.
The same thing with Crystal Palace. They may beat us if they've done it once or twice. They definitely beaten Liverpool more than once. But
Sure.
then like you blink and at the end of the year they finish 11th. And you're like, what how did we lose to this team? Or how did this
Not
team get
last
any
year.
points?
Not last year. They had a Europa League spot torn from their fingers.
Yeah.
because of who owns this club. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now, Forest, speaking about teams that have owners that own a couple of different clubs,
Yes.
Forest takes on Leeds. Big matchup for both squads as the struggle has been there. Leeds at least did enough good work beginning of the campaign where they're going to sit 16th after this match. But Forest are going to pick up their second win. It's their first win for Sean Dyche,
The Dyche man.
coach extraordinaire. Leeds took a 13th minute lead through Lucas Nemcha against the total run of play. Forest dominated these guys,
Yes.
especially in the first 15 minutes, and then they end up being down 1-0. But just a couple minutes later, it's Ibrahim Sangare equalizing. It's his first Premier League goal. Then second half, it's Morgan Gibbs White finally getting his second of the year, the 68th mark. It's a deserved lead. It's just odd that it took so long. It was a nice cross by Omari Hutchinson. I said we were going to mention him again, Fares, to set that goal up. And then in the 88th minute, gets to the box, invites Jack Harrison, who had been on the pitch for all of 6 minutes to make a little contact on him there. Hutch was going to fall. They're going to point to the spot, and it's Elliot Anderson on loan from Liverpool getting to step up at the
Liverpool? I thought he's a Newcastle kid.
Newcastle. Get to
Okay.
step up at the dot. Get the first goal in a Forest shirt. They needed the 3 points. This goes beyond saying since they're still 19th overall, leads 16th. But like we said, Forest has already done their change, and will Daniel Farka be close behind in that? They've lost 3 in the is rid of the guy that brought you up. I don't know. I think I think people are just kind of itchy firing finger.
You need to be patient. You need to
Well,
figure it out.
I'm a Chelsea man. I don't know. I don't know.
You gotta fight. You gotta fight, man.
Yeah. Okay. Ready to wrap up the week here in Manchester, the City taking on Liverpool. Last few years, again, it's a marquee matchup. This one, well, I don't want to say what's happening to Liverpool is warming my heart at all, Ferris.
But it's warming your heart.
Especially as it's a City that benefits this week, but maybe Liverpool. Well, I was going to say maybe Liverpool deserve a little hurt. Of course, didn't have the greatest off season for sure, but on the pitch, that's a different story. Now, first of all, VR gifts Doku a penalty in the 9th minute. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that they called that a penalty. Awful, awful call. Football gods make it right with Marmar Dashvili making it over to stop Holland on the penalty kick, something that doesn't happen too often. But Holland's going to make it right. So he has, of course, a lot of power. Holland is a big, strong guy. Sometimes he shows a nice little bit of touch, though. And he has that cross come over from Matías Núñez. Just a soft header, just over Marmar and in for the lead. Now, Mo Salah is going to take a 38th, a corner just before the half's over. Virgil van Dijk is going to head this ball in. All right, no problem. The official on the sideline flags Andy Robertson as offside. Never touched him, but he's imagining that Andy Robertson must have been in Donnarumma's line of sight.
Yep, line of sight. Yes, that's what they like to call.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous. He didn't interfere with him at all. He could have made it over. Of course, remember, Andy Robertson is this big, and Donnarumma's this big.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like it's like a squirrel bothering a
giraffe.
A giraffe, for God's sakes. Ridiculous. Second, Liverpool has no fight. There's no fight in them at all. It's more bad news for Virgil van Dijk. Nico Gonzalez has a shot that goes in off his foot. I don't know how they call this not an own goal, as that ball was going
Right
nowhere
there,
close.
tried to Charles. The VVD decision was a delicate moment. PGML once again became the star. Can you imagine a 3 foot Andy Robinson, Andy Robinson, impeding the line of sight of a man mountain down a room? Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
It's
It's
ridiculous.
ridiculous. Well, of course, they're going to do things to help out City, but usually it's not at the detriment of
Of Liverpool.
Liverpool. They're going to go after some of the small fish or whatever,
They
so it
had
doesn't seem so big.
they were they were kind of caught in a rock and hard, but they were picking between their two favorite children, and
Yeah,
they chose the child that's a little richer.
and at home,
Yes, and at home.
and their team also owns the television station that everything is being broadcast on. But
Wait,
there's also
what?
that.
Wait,
So
wait.
doesn't Sky own doesn't Sky, the guys that own Sky, also own the city? Isn't that part of the whole thing?
So you're telling me the
The
owners of
prince or whatever.
Sky? Wait,
I
so
think so.
Prince Mansour owns Sky?
I'm pretty sure that's what I've heard.
What?
Yeah, or the city or the state does something like that.
The City Group,
Yeah.
they're called her. And they're owned by Comcast, you idiot. What are you doing? Rob, they're owned by Comcast.
Hold on, I'll look into this after we're done because I want to get through this because we're almost an hour in.
Okay, got it.
Now, final goal is Jeremy Doku, who they keep saying had it coming, and he had a pretty good game. I think he's named man of the match. But as far as strikes go, when you're outside the box and you can hit that hard and a little bit of a curve to it, stuff like that, it was a good goal. You hate to see someone who flop like that in the box get
Charles.
rewarded.
Looks like the FA and the PGML pretty much lost the 115 charge gate with them sheiks and their lawyers. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
nothing's gonna happen to him. Rather than a slap on the wrist. Now, Liverpool, that's 5 losses in their last 6 matches. I believe last season they lost 4 matches in total. City is back up to second place in the league, 4 back of your Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah, Arsenal.
Liverpool dropping to 8th in a nice position to get the maybe what is it called? The UEFA Conference League Championship. One of the trophies it's on the pile. I can't remember what it's called even this day. We only won.
Wait. The Conference League. You won the Conference League. Yeah, the UEFA Conference League.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, I just didn't know what the hell you
I figured it out. I figured it out.
Didn't know what the hell you were dribbling.
Yeah, you have to be in 8th spot. You have to be in 8th spot to win it.
Yeah.
Or to be able to get into it. So there you go. They're in 8th spot. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not such an airhead. Now, speaking of airheads, I'm just kidding. Every week, Ferris, and this has been the part that I've been most excited to talk about.
You had a great week, Rob.
We do a sleeper app. We predict the winner every match in Premier League. Ferris, you want to tell them what happened in the results last week? No, I'll do it. So, of 10 matches, your old pal Snark, incredibly, got 7 correct. Amazing number. Ferris, you did very well. Got 3. Ryan got 3. Adelia, not the greatest week for Adelia. She gets 1, but she was busy with other things. And maybe
I think last week. I remember last year when I had 9 correct.
Yep. Yeah. Nobody remembers that at all. What they do remember is that a few weeks ago, Snark said on this very program, he's going to be catching up to Ferris right away. But as of this week, Snark is caught up to Ferris. They're both at
tied. They're tied at 49
points. Fantastic stuff. Big week coming up now in the sleeper apps. Can Snark do it? Can the Snark train keep her rolling?
Can they? Yeah. Charles, what would you say to AFC fans who have PTSD from Man City trailing them? What is different this year that's not present in the last 2 title races? Hearing sharks coming, they smell blood, etc. Their defense isn't as good as people think it is. It's not. It's not good. It's not as good. Yeah, it's not as good as people think it is.
They got
And they're
Liverpool at
and
a bad time.
yeah. Well, here's the thing too. Like also to their offense. Prior to this game, they scored 20 goals. 13 of them were from Erling Haaland. 7 were from every other player.
We'll
Um,
say it. We've said it on the show. You shut down Holland.
you should,
You beat City. But
yeah.
the trick. There's a trick.
If you
Shut
try
down
to,
Holland.
yeah, because if you try to shut him down, yeah, there's a trick to do it. If you try to shut him down, they could leave everyone else open. But also, too, the problem is with Liverpool is they spent too much money in their attack when they should have been spending money in their defense. And the problem is, well, actually, which is
There's a lot
funny
of
too.
problems.
Well, no, the problem is funny is they actually spent a lot of money on their defense. They just didn't buy the right defenders. They bought 2 wingbacks who don't play defense, and they bought a 19-year-old from Italy who tore his ACL, who's supposed to be cover for Virgil and Ibrahim Kanate. When your 19-year-old is your cover, that's when you know you made a bad business decision. Because no matter how old you are, 19 or 18, playing defense at 19 is hard because you're still a kid.
And I will also say to Charles, the thing about Arsenal, what they have is I think they have, even though they're so just defensive minded, if they need to, I think they have guys that can go up and score. And also, mind you, they haven't had Havertz play all year and stuff
We have 6
like that
people
too. So
missing. We have 6 people missing from Noni's injured. Gabriel's he's
yeah,
injured, but he's probably never playing anymore. Havertz is injured. Odegaard's injured. Um, yeah, Odegaard, Havertz, and Noni are injured. That's three attackers that we could definitely use that are not here. So
I don't know if Odegaard starts for you anymore.
I think he does.
I think
I don't think I
Zubimendi.
don't think I don't think Eze
Zubimendi's
has.
been just
I,
fine.
no, Zubimendi plays the 6. Odegaard plays the 10. I
Yeah.
don't think Eze has shut down that position in this.
Eze is so hot and cold.
Yeah,
There's going to come a point where he's just going to be in it, and he's gonna rattle off things that make him look like he's having a great year, and
hmm
then fully disappear again.
exactly.
So
So I don't
yeah,
think I don't think he's fully shut down that 10 role. Odegaard is still there, and he's also the captain. So
he's a
yeah,
captain, but yeah, that doesn't really matter anymore.
yeah,
It's all, you're only the captain when you're on the pitch.
yeah.
That's all. Now, time to go through week 12 in in the starting 11 sleeper pick'em league.
hmm
First off, lucky me, I get to wake up at 6:30 in the morning to watch Chelsea go to the Turf Moor and play Burnley
hmm
and win. I just said they're gonna win.
I think they're gonna win as well.
Okay. Brighton gets Brentford at home at the Amex.
We'll go Brighton.
Brighton. I'm gonna say Brentford coming in the goals. Never know what you're gonna get with Brighton.
It's
Don't like
true.
picking against a home club. But next, West Ham coming off a victory. Bournemouth looking to improve after a poor showing at Villa, and they're at home as well.
hmm
I'm picking Bournemouth to win.
I agree.
Yep. Sunderland goes to the Cottage. Sunderland,
Sunderland.
yeah, they should get some points at
Mm.
home. Let's not be ridiculous. Liverpool and Forest.
I think they're gonna draw.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think Liverpool just wins that match straight up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and still Forest. The Forest has been terrible. Uh, Wolves, Crystal Palace at the
Yep.
Molyneux.
Mm-hmm. Going
Pick
Crystal Palace.
Palace on this one. We gotta go Palace
Yeah.
on that one. Newcastle has to play City at home.
Going City.
City should win. Leeds get Villa at home. Could be a rough go for Daniel Farke as far as employment
Well,
goes after
also
this.
too, Rob, we need to tell everybody
Mhm.
this is the week after the international break. The international
Yep,
break is
there
this
is no
week.
match. Yeah, no
Yeah,
match.
next week
Coming week.
we won't have starting 11 because it's international break. So this is going to be an international break, and we don't know how the players are going to come back from the international break. I know Arsenal has a bunch of injuries, and Victor Gyökeres isn't going with Sweden. He's staying to relax in the international break. So there's that.
I'm going on an international break too. So there you
Yes,
go. Leeds and Villa. It's going to be Villa.
I'm going Villa.
Your Arsenal versus your Spurs, the North London Derby is something I know the only thing that North Londoners get excited about all year.
Yeah, it's I'm going to Arsenal win. I'm never choosing a draw or a loss in this match. It's always a win.
And to finish things up, it's United versus Everton, another rivalry.
Yeah, back in the 80s.
Mm. Well, these two, just geographically close.
It's actually, it's harder than I thought for this game because, United didn't look all convincing against Spurs, and United
But
didn't
they've
have
been better than they were in
mhm.
the start of the season.
Yeah, but
Everton, you don't know what you're going to get.
never
David
know.
Moyes still has a job, though.
Yeah, you never know. So I'm gonna go United. I'm going
I
United on the
think
Monday Night
I,
Football.
I haven't done anything yet draw wise, and I think the time to say that's going to be a draw. So there you go. That's it for
I feel
us.
like the Brentford Brighton game is gonna be a draw.
Brentford and Brighton. Yeah, I'd still say Brighton. Yeah, can't trust Brighton. You cannot trust Brighton in Hove Albion. I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. Now,
You're just mad that they've screwed you over like over $1 billion, Rob. So let's calm it down here.
I don't know. I've got some pretty good players out of it.
Yeah,
They've been successful with those players. I can tell you that. Maybe not the coach. Maybe that
definitely
coach
not the
was.
coach.
Maybe that coach we took.
Definitely not the coach.
Not the best. Good luck, Team Sweden. All right. That's it for us. Ferris, thank you for joining me on the show. What's
Thank
up
you
with
for having
you?
me.
What's up with you in the greater Let's Get Ready Network?
Friday on this channel, 5 o'clock Pacific. Good friends, better rivals. Me and Caleb talk the American football.
Mm-hmm.
My team just fired their manager or coach, so we'll talk about that. Um, and then on our entertainment channel, Thursday and Friday at 3 o'clock Pacific, it is Thursday Buffy the Vampire Slayer's Rewatchers Council, and Friday it is Angels Rewatchers Council at 3 o'clock Pacific. So be on the lookout for that.
Yep. Buffy this week is No Place Like Home. Can't wait to
Mm-hmm.
talk about that one. Dear Boy over on the Angel show on Friday. Guys, thank you so much for joining us and witnessing my glorious ascent to the top of the Let's
Yeah,
Get
well, you know what,
Ready
Rob,
Network
seven,
sleeper app.
seven, 7 points. Those are very rare. So, we'll see. We'll see if you
We'll
stay
see.
there.
Maybe there's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah. Well, actually, you can also go down.
How dare you? Join us back again 2 weeks from today, live starting 11. We will see you all then. Thanks, everybody.